right, here we have it. We got the HJM bike and we are on flat. So let's go ahead and change out this flat on this bike. All right, guys, we're back with the HJM. I was out riding this one earlier today, caught a flat tire. Luckily, I was pretty close to home, and this was also a very, very slow flat. Like, the air didn't just come out. I noticed that the tire was getting lower and lower and lower, and right when I noticed, I was like, 3 miles away from home. I was able to make it back. Once I got like 5 minutes from home, I actually had to get off the bike and walk. Tools for this repair. We're just gonna use this repair kit, and this wheel is pretty easy to take off. We can just snap it off, and let's get this repair started. All right, guys, we got a tire that's completely flat, so it's pretty easy to take this off. Just pretty much do the really quick release. I think I did a little too much there. And now we should be able to remove the wheel. Alright, now since we got our lovely wheel removed, we can take the wheel and we can kind of look through really fast. If you want, you can also use an air pump and you can try to pump it up. I'll go grab the air pump really fast. We'll use that option and we'll try to find this hole in the tire really fast. And now, if you have any sort of fat tire bike, this repair can work for any fat tire bike. Now, believe it or not, I can hear the air coming out. That's fine. I actually feel it coming out. Oh, could this be it? Look at this. It's a pretty big nail in there. So let's remove this nail out first. We may be able to save this, or we may not. We'll have to see how bad this is. May cause more damage. That is in there, yo. Okay, so here's our screw. We just pulled out of the tire. Now we should be able to take the tire off. Now, if you guys ever have a hard time taking these off, I got some of these motorcycle clips from a motorcycle shop. It makes it pretty simple to remove. I'm just literally using one hand here. Look at that. That's how simple it is to remove. And once you get part of it off, you can sort of ride it down. Okay, now you want to slide this out, pop that through. Some people take the whole tire off, but I'm not gonna take the whole tire off in this scenario. So now you got your tire and your wheel off. Now we need to pump this up again and find the hole. I think that'll do it. Okay, here it is. Hole's here. This is a pretty small hole, so we're gonna patch this one. Now, there's a small hole in the tire, but we're just not going to worry about that one. Some people would replace their tire. In this case, I'm not going to replace the tire. I'm just going to patch this here. Now, if you guys have never patched a tire before, this is how you patch a tire. First, you want to locate your hole. My hole is here. After we have located our hole, we want to grab our what is this, sandpaper out of our kit, and we want to rub over it. We want to rough that area up a little bit. Okay, you want to just rough it up. Okay, so after you've roughed it up a little bit, you scratch it a little bit, you want to get ready to put your patch on, but you also want to get your glue ready. So what I like to do is, take the lid off of the glue and then get this ready. Now, the part that's gonna go onto the tire is this part, but when we go to peel it, it comes off the other way. So you have to like sort of peel these off in like a certain way to get the right side on. It's a little tricky, but once you're able to get it, okay. So I'm able to remove this plastic. Okay, move this plastic because this part wants to go on top of the tire. Now, after you've done this, you rubbed it off. Some people say run water over it, but if this happens and you're like cycling on the side of the road, you may not have water. So you might want to just use like a little bit of spit and put it over and sort of clean it off. You want to get the excess rubber off. You want to sort of clean it up like so. Now, once again, if you're in a shop, you can use like a damp towel or something. Right before you apply your glue, you just want to put a little bit of glue around it, right? And then you want to apply your patch right directly on top of the hole. And then you just want to sort of hold and press. Yeah, hold and press for a little bit. We'll come back like 5 minutes later. All right, so after you have held it on here for about 5 minutes, or you have put a weight on top, something heavy to keep it pressed. One thing to note about this is once the tire gets in the tube, it's gonna have a lot of pressure. Once this is inflated, this is gonna be pushing up against the tire. So it's gonna also help keep this on. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove the back side of this, the aluminum part, and we are going to leave the patch attached. Now when you remove the patch, some parts may be sticking up a little bit. I like to just go around and just put a little bit of glue around the edges and then use this metal foil to sort of thin it out and help press it up against, because you really want this to stick really good, you know? You don't want this to, yeah. So here we go. We pretty much got it patched. I'm just gonna let it dry just a little bit before I pop it back into the tire, but we pretty much got it patched here. And we'll pop it back in the tire, pop the tire back on the bike, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so now we got the tire completely out here, and I have the hole for the inner tube stem down at the bottom. And one thing you want to do is you want to kind of go through here and make sure there's no glass. We've already found the culprit to this flat. It was that huge nail. Just want to go through and just make sure you don't feel anything poking out. You can also eye it. I've also eyed it for quite a bit, so I was able to check it out. Now to install the wheel, the inner tube back in here, I'm sort of gonna look for our poke. Our poke is over here. So this here is our poke. It's here. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna insert this in. Start to put the tire in, okay? Just like so. Okay, so we got that in. And we're just gonna put the tire around the sides like so. We just gotta put, now it's just time to get this inner tube back over. And how you get the inner tube back over, you just grab a sock like so, and start pushing. This can be a little tricky. Okay, so we got the wheel back in there. Okay, so we're at 20 PSI now. I'm just gonna go ahead and install the wheel back on. We have it. Our repair is complete. Pretty simple. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. We are done with another repair on the HJM bike. We got the tire back up and going. It's good to go. And thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out, yo.